Hi, I'm Jen, and this is From Jen. I always forget to tell people to like and subscribe, but that's really important to me. Like and subscribe, and hit the bell. Yeah, hit the bell. That will send you an email when I put up a new video, which is really important to me to get views. Okay, yeah, on with the video. Well, here we are, everyone. It is 2022. And it's time for me to make my 2022 vision board. Now, if you remember from last year, that was my very first time making a vision board. So that follows that this year will be my second time. And this year, my board, I have a nice piece of poster board that is about twice the size of last year's board. So going big for 2022, I have my pile of magazines ready. And we're just going to get right down to it. So I'm going to zip you through the process. If you want to know more about the details, you can watch last year's video where I went into that a little bit more. But for now, let's do a montage and see what comes out.
Too far away from my hometown. With my family I am bound. I stick by them till I'm in the ground. Resting on the myth of old. Stories I've been told, secret places hidden well, are gone now as far as I can tell. All I know is I'm on my way to become
And just like that, I'm done. The whole process ended up taking about an hour and a half, which is way longer than I expected it to, and I think longer than last year's board took. But as I said before, this one was about twice as big, and I think that might have been too much. Toward the end, I was really struggling to fill in with pictures that actually meant something to me, and I had to kind of go back to my sources to find more to fill the space. I ended up putting some just patterns and textures that I liked in the background to kind of fill in the space and to make it pleasant to look at. But let me show you. I know you've seen it in the montage, but here is my completed board, and I can go over some of the things in it that were important to me. The biggest one is, see this woman right there? I chose that image because she reminded me of the Queen of Pentacles in my tarot deck. And that's a card that has just really resonated with me over the past year as I deal with my relationship to money and self-love and power and abundance, which I included right there, the word abundance. Look at how powerful she looks. I love that. I love it. Other than that, I kind of divided my board into sections. I have this section up in this corner, which is about walking and everyday routine and doing the things that nourish me on a daily basis, day in, day out. There's a section up here about connecting with others, and that's something that of course has been sorely lacking during the last couple pandemic years, and it's just a reminder to me to connect in small ways when I can, even if it's just one-on-one with one other person, be it my husband, my family, my close friends. Here in this corner down here is my travel section. I am obsessed with train journeys. I don't even know what it is about train journeys. I've been on very few train journeys in my life, but I am obsessed with the idea of slow travel and not thinking about having to drive or directions and just being able to enjoy the journey. And then the final section in this corner down here is kind of an extension of the small pleasure section, and it's about home and being comfortable at home and enjoying the place where I live. And then finally, these might be the most important words on the whole vision board. Down the side here, let's learn from others who didn't give up. And I think that's going to be an important message for me over the coming year, because I know that there are going to be some trials, and I just want to hold tight to the idea that others have been on this path before and have come out the other side. So I could say a lot more about this board, and maybe I will throughout the course of the year. I was surprised by how many words I chose to put on it as opposed to visuals, because I normally consider, this is a strange thing coming from a writer, but I normally consider words of any kind on any kind of art to be a little bit hokey, and it ended up being that a lot of words resonated with me as I was going through my source material, and so I put them on there, and I think they're things that can be interpreted in a lot of different ways, and there's something about a vision board that just asks for some language to go along with the images. I guess I'll give you one last look at the board, and then we'll come back to it in another year, or maybe even 6 months, we'll see. Until next time, I am wishing you love and joy and all of those good things, and I can't wait to talk to you again.